Hey, busy crafters, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. My name is Jessica, and I called you all here today because we have the Crafter Stash, and it's pumpkins, hosted by Sunflower Tasha DIYs as well as Sun Arts. So the links to their channels will be in the description box below as well as the playlist, so be sure to go on over and give everybody some love. So now on to project number one. I came up with this idea when I was trying to sleep because you know how your brain is. You're tired all day, and then when it's actually time for bed, your brains are like, so what are we going to do? You know? So I was trying to sleep, and I came up with this idea and got really excited. I went to Hobby Lobby when their fall first came out, and I got that pumpkin, stacked pumpkin wood thing that you see there. And what I did is I just go and get some fabric that I have a ton of fabric, and I chose the colors that I chose to not be more traditional fall, but to be just to show people that, you can put anything really, as fall. Just take your decor and run with it. So what I did is I picked that fabric, and it's a dark, like really dark green fabric, and I just go ahead and hot glue it all the way around. Now, I don't pull it tight. It's kind of have a pocket on it. We don't want it tight. So now I take that polyfill and I just, stuff it. But I couldn't stuff it too much only because the fabric would have not been able to go down and be hot glued. So I just use hot glue on all of it. And I hot glue the top and the bottom after I get done stuffing it with the polyfill. Right there, the polyfill kind of like scrunched down and it looked really weird, so I had to, fluff it up a little bit. But then I just go ahead and, my mind went blank. Yeah, okay, so I just go ahead and try to make it form to the pumpkin shape because I just didn't want like 3 boxes stacked on top of each other. That'd be a little weird. So I'm trying to get the shape of the pumpkins. Some of it worked, some of it didn't, but the end product is actually really cute, and I was actually quite pleased with this. So now I'm going to show you again what I did, but on the bottom one, because now we have 2 fabrics coming together, and it worked out pretty well. So yeah, I just go ahead and I picked that fabric because the lines on that fabric are the same color as the middle fabric. So the middle fabric is green, but it has like really thin, like golden lines kind of. And then of course that fabric you can see right there, it's the cream color with the green lines. And I do the same thing. I hot glue it over, but I don't pull it tight. I want to leave the pocket just so that I can stuff it with a polyfill. Now, with the top pumpkin, you don't see it because I'm not going to force you to watch the whole thing being made. I just wanted to give you a perspective of, 2 fabrics coming together. But the top pumpkin, the lines are not going to the side. They're going up and down. I'm just going to say I did that on purpose. I really didn't. I cut it wrong. But I was glad it was a happy mistake because it turned out to be cute and it gave the top pumpkin its own character. So each pumpkin has their own character. And then I just go ahead and stuff that and put it together. And the 2 lines coming together was not too shabby. Not at all. But we're going to cover it up anyways. So if your lines are not perfect, if they don't line up perfect, don't worry. We're going to cover that with ribbon. And because of the colors that these were, I didn't use the ribbon that I was originally going to use. I just decided to use just a plain burgundy ribbon, and it came together quite lovely. But yeah, here I am trying to form it to make it look like pumpkins instead of, just squares on top of each other. And there's the top pumpkin. See how the lines are going up and down? Yeah. Yeah, I did that on purpose. Yeah, that's what I did. I really did, and I messed up. But it came out cute, and it gave the top pumpkin its own character. And I also went ahead and mine went blank again. Oh yeah, I took the what is it called? The macrame cord in brown, and I wrapped the peduncle. So yeah. And this is where the ribbon comes in place. And, oh, off camera, I did cover the back of it in craft paper, because I do want my projects to look finished and not just like thrown together. Okay, here you go, bye. No, I do want them to look finished. And so I just take some burgundy flowers that match the ribbon, and I put one there, and I was like, it kind of needs a little bit more. I'm not sure. Do I do orange? Do I do burgundy? I decided to do one orange just to give it a little pop of something different. And then I'm looking at it going, okay, that looks pretty decent. I do want another flower on there, though. Should I put it there? No. No. So then I go ahead and I take the same burgundy ribbon and I just make a shoestring bow. Shoestring bows and the awareness bows, I can do pretty well. Other bows, y'all lost me. You guys all lost me. And I look at the Kathy Jo bow, want to do it, afraid to do it, because, she makes it look so effortless. And Brenda, she does her bows, and I'm just sitting there going, they make it look so easy. But the struggle is real, guys. The struggle is real. So until I learn, I'll just do these bows. And this is where I decided, yeah, let's do another burgundy flower. I was going to put another orange one on there, but decided against it because I think too much would definitely ruin it, but, less is more. So, yeah, and then I take the little curly cues that I got from my aunt, and I just go ahead and put on the top of the pumpkin, because, we need the little... No, I put a leaf up there. First, I did the leaf. Then I'm doing the curly cues. Yeah. And it's a burgundy leaf that I got off of a garland that I got years ago. And never really used it, so now I'm using it. Yep. And then there's the end product. It looks cute. I was actually quite surprised with it. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is there anything that you would do different? Is it fine the way it is? It's not your traditional, decor for fall. So now on to project number 2. This one also came to me as I was trying to mind my business and go to sleep. But this one is not my most favorite. I think the idea was cute, but I believe I failed with the... I failed with the, making it. I think I could have did a little bit better, but I got that turkey from Michael's last year. And that, of course, came from the Dollar Tree, the pumpkin. So here I am. I cut it in half, and then I am just making an uneven, wonky opening. That's what I did. Yeah. I tried to fix it. It got worse. So I'm just like, it is what it is. So we're just going to roll with it. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I may have to go back and put some Spanish moss in there. But after everything was said and done, I'm measuring it to make sure, because the turkey's top hat with the pumpkin was not like, there had to be a gap in between it. I was hoping that maybe just, in my delusional mind, that the turkey would fit with the pumpkin being together. Did not happen at all. So I just take some skewer sticks, measured them out to where, he's not hitting the top of the pumpkin. And I go ahead and hot glue each one in there, and then fought with it because, when hot glue goes onto styrofoam, it melts, and then the glue or the sticks did not want to stand up. They wanted to keep leaning over. They wanted to fall over. And so my patience was running very, very thin on this one. And then so I just go ahead and put the turkey in there. Now, I left the turkey white originally. Yeah, big mistake. Don't do that. Paint it. If you do this, make sure you paint the turkey, even if it's a solid color, because the white pumpkin inside with the ivory yarn that I'm about to use, yeah, he looked like the ghost of, Thanksgiving past. You can barely see him. I showed him to my husband, and my husband's all like, what am I looking at? There's a hole in the pumpkin. I'm like, yeah, there's a turkey in there. He goes, oh, there is a little guy in there. So after everything was said and done, and the turkey was, already put in there and glued down, and this pumpkin was wrapped in this very fluffy, very beautiful ivory yarn. Yeah, I had to go in very carefully and paint the turkey just to give him a little bit of character. So that way, hopefully, anybody can just look in there and see that there is a turkey. What I also should have done is probably put some fairy lights in there and some moss. I may go back and put some moss in there just so people can see the moss and be like, oh, there is a turkey in there. Huh. So like I says, the idea was cute. The execution, that's what it is, the execution. Probably not too good. To cover the bottom, I just did the whole, like, you know, start in the middle and then just slowly worked my way around, and it gave it a flat surface as well. And then I also thought that, well, to hide that craziness of a hole that I made, I'm just going to put the burgundy ribbon in there, and hopefully, just hopefully, that would, you know, draw people's eyes to inside. And it didn't work. It drew it to the hole. You really couldn't see him, especially with him staying the white color that he was. But then to cover up the edges of the ribbon, I go ahead and place yarn around the hole, which kind of covered up the ribbon a little bit. So, yeah. Idea was cute. But, yeah, I think I could have did better. Don't know what I could have did better, but see, you could like barely see him. And the only reason why you could see him is because I have my ring lights on. And so, yeah. So then I take that same brown macrame cord, which is amazing. I got off of Amazon years ago, and it's still going strong. And they have multiple different colors. So I just go ahead and wrap the peduncle all the way around the, I wrap the peduncle with that. I went blank. My sister's texting me. And now here I am going, okay, I want to add a little bit of color to it because this pumpkin is just plain. So I go ahead and decide to go with the leaf that I got off of the other pumpkin, and number 2. And so that's just a orange or gold leaf, I should say. And then now here's him painted. You can see him a little bit better, so that makes me quite happy. So yeah, let me know what you think. I should have put fairy lights in there. So if you do it, go ahead and put fairy lights in there and some like Spanish moss or some kind of moss or some kind of something just to draw your attention to the hole. I think it's cute. Not one of my favorites, but I'm not disappointed in it either. So I want to go ahead and take this moment to thank every single one of my subscribers. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. You guys truly make this channel what it is, and I enjoy having you guys around. Thank you so much. Okay, so now on to project number 3. This one took a little bit a while. I got that long board from Dollar Tree, and I got it last year. And this is my last one, so now I have to go back and get more because I used all of them. Yeah, I know, crazy, right? Craft your stash, and now you're using your stash like, no, I'm kidding. So I just go ahead and peel it all off. Once it was done and then we just had the paper below it, I just wet it down, let it set for about 5 minutes, and peeled off the rest of the paper. And then now I'm just getting the glue, sticky, icky, you know, off of it. And yeah, when it was popped up, I, you know, sanded it down a little bit off screen. And then I just go ahead and paint that entire board in my Waverly chalk paint in white. And then I paint that truck in my antique, oh no, it's Apple Barrel Warm Buff as well as Classic Caramel. And of course, black for the tires. With that pumpkin, I go ahead and pre-Mod Podge it. And I go ahead and heat up my handy dandy heat press. I tried to use that Teflon sheet, but it was just sliding all over the place, making me a little bit more frustrated than I had to be. But be careful because I over Mod Podged in some spaces, and so my heat press was actually catching on some of it because the glue was coming through. So just be careful to not over Mod Podge like I did. So after I go ahead and get it all out, I'm just checking to make sure that I got all the edges. Everything's good. Cut it down to size. Wrap the peduncle in the macrame brown cord. Made that bow off camera and decided, yeah, I need to do it again. So I chose another different bow that has the same colors in it but different patterns. Put them together and then glue them to the bottom of the peduncle on the top of the pumpkin. And then now here I am adding leaves. Now this project is multiple steps because there's multiple different things going on because, you know, we have to be extra. Especially around fall. Fall is my favorite season of the year. And so, of course, we have to be extra. every single fall decoration that I have in this house, I made myself. So I can't say that about Christmas. I bought Christmas stuff, but every single fall decoration, I made myself. And so I wanted to get a little bit more color, so I just add those little lavender leaves to it as well. I went to the Dollar Tree and they had peach leaves, guys. And now I'm like kicking myself because I didn't buy them. Like, why would I do that to myself? This is why I say, just buy it. If you see it and you think you can do something with it, just buy it. Just do it, you know. So here we go. I go ahead and I stack up tumbling tower blocks, just like that. Now, this pumpkin is very top heavy, and because it was so large, it kept falling over. So what I did, and it's actually coming up, and you don't actually see it, but I know when I'm actually doing it. I go ahead and glue 2 tumbling tower blocks to the back of the board, instead of on top of the board like these ones, to the back. So that way it has a little extra feet to catch. And then I take 2 cubes that I got from the Dollar Tree, put them on the truck tires, and then I place that on the board as well. Now we have these orangey sunflowers that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I place them in the back of the truck. And so now the truck is carrying all those sunflowers like that. Now I put some pumpkins on the corner, and they're the regular size pumpkins. So yeah, it's natural that the truck would be carrying the sunflowers and not the pumpkins, because those are regular size pumpkins to the dimension of that truck. This is where I'm putting the feet on in the back. If you're driving down the street and you see sunflowers the size of your truck, you're automatically going to be putting those sunflowers in your truck, because that's crazy. You know, you're like, oh, here's this little pumpkin. It's normal. So yeah, we take the sunflowers and we put them in the truck. We leave the pumpkins on the side of the road. Even though personally, a giant sunflower like that in the back of my truck would be scary. I'd rather have the pumpkins. You can make pumpkin pie. I'm just saying. So yeah, I just go ahead and plant or place down the pumpkins on the other side of it. And then there's the end result. I did put another squash or whatever in the middle of the bow on top. And because he was a lone wolf and he was just in the crafting box by himself. So that's what I just did there. So let me know what you think about this, you know, very large shelf sitter. Go ahead and follow me on all my social medias. The links to them will be in the description box below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. So now on to project number 4. This one is a pretty easy one. I actually got this off of Instagram, and for the life of me, I cannot remember the crafter's name. So I am so sorry. I can't remember who you are, but I saw your idea and it was absolutely adorable. And yeah, I wanted to redo it. With this pumpkin I'm actually going to be keeping because I'm going to use it as decoration for when I do my videos. I'm trying to do a staging area where it's a little bit better than using my dining room table or my foyer bench. But it is what it is. I just have to redo the table. And of course I'm going to film it because I do furniture flips as well. So with this, I used the same ivory yarn that I've been using, and I got that pumpkin, of course, from the Dollar Tree. Now I kept it orange. You can paint it white, but a little bit of the orange is kind of shining through the yarn, and I'm okay with that. You know, it gives it a little bit more color, and I like that. So I just go ahead, and right here is where we cut. You know, well, first we have to make sure that we're getting as much on there as possible. We cut it off. And then we just go ahead and start the process all over again. I don't show you the entire pumpkin because this pumpkin only took probably about 15, maybe 20 minutes to make total with everything. And so this is sped up real fast. This is not me having caffeine. I can't have caffeine, so this is sped up extremely fast because, you know, I don't want to, you know, cause you guys to be like, why is she showing me all of this? Like, geez Louise, just get on with it, Jess. So that's just what I do. And there's the finished product. Now here, well, the finished pumpkin. Here I am going ahead and taking the same brown macrame cord, and I am wrapping the peduncle in that. Now I had a bright idea. I was very proud of it because I was like, duh, don't have to glue it to the pumpkin. But I seen, oh, this has a toothpick on the bottom of it, and those leaves have a hole in the middle of it. So I just slide the leaves up through the toothpick and then hot glue the toothpick down into the pumpkin. See, just like that. Don't have to worry about getting glue all over your yarn. Boom. And there's the end product. It doesn't show on camera, a lot of the orange showing through, but in person, the orange is showing a little bit through. But like I said, I'm okay with that. I'm going to use this as, you know, decoration for when I do my videos. So let me know what you think about this one. So now on to project number 5. This one I also had an idea probably about 3 weeks ago is when I came up with this idea. But I was so focused on the Halloween collaborations, now I'm doing this one. So I take that grapevine ball that I got from my aunt. I painted it lightly with my apple barrel color in Harvest Orange. I love that orange, guys. And so it's not painted completely, it's just got some orange on it. I take some of those curly Q thingies, put them on there, and then I place the finial that I painted with my Hello Hobby in Sage, chalk paint Sage, and I put it on top. Of course, I glue it to the candlestick, and then I just take some leaves that were all wrinkled up and blast them with my hot air gun. Yeah, that's it. And then I go ahead and place it down. I do that. Oh, and I have these flowers that I got from Joann's. They were $3.99. It was their doorbuster deal. I was excited because I barely ever get to go to their doorbuster deals. Guys, when I do my voiceover, I don't follow a script. What you get is me, 100% me, and this is just the way I talk. I don't try to be perfect because I'm not perfect, and I just do what I do. So I'm only talking to you guys as if I'm talking to my friends. So there's the end product of that one. Those little flowers came off of the $3.99 pick that I got, or bushel that I got. And let me know what you guys think. Yeah. So here comes the final reveal on everything. And yeah, there we go. There's my little grapevine ball pumpkin that I made. Kind of cute, not gonna lie. And then there's my little pumpkins with the yarn. And my little turkey that you can see in there. He's cute. And then there's the, you know, puffy pumpkin stack. Sorry. And the big shelf sitter. Let me know what you guys think. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It looks like, 86% of you is watch the videos but not subscribing. What you guys waiting for? You know it's fun to, watch this channel. So go ahead and subscribe. Again, I want to thank Sunflower Tasha DIYs and Sun Arts for hosting this collaboration. Thank you so much for having me on, and I appreciate you guys. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and please subscribe to this channel. And again, I appreciate every single one of you, and you guys mean so much to me. And I will be having another video come out Sunday. Until then, God bless you and have a fabulous week. Bye.